Long time no see. This is your Virgo New Moon video. It's happening September 3rd at 11 degrees of Virgo. This is for Aries Rising. Aries Rising, this is happening in your 6th house of routine, your health, your fitness, pets, your daily schedule. This is a sweet moon, really a great moon to set some intentions around grounding down, committing to a routine that is accessible, flexible, that makes things run smoothly, that's really beneficial to you, that supports your mental health as well as your physical health. Yeah, so definitely set some intentions around there. Very grounded, so get out and, touch a tree. The card for you is this one, which is the Knight of Cups in reverse. So maybe your brain, your love life, everything has been just kind of all over the place, not very grounded, not very flowy. And maybe your love life has caused some chaos in your daily life, your daily schedule routines, and maybe even your work life. I would say this is a really good time to really ground down, take a walk, put your feet into the grass, start gardening, do something where you feel grounded. Because once again, Virgo, long time no see. Hi, Taurus Rising. This is your Virgo New Moon video. This is happening in your 5th house. A very great moon to happen in the house that highlights your dating life, your romantic life, your self-expression and creative drive. I would say this is a time to set some intentions around really being grounded in how you're dating in your romance life. If I don't ever like to say you're too delusional in any of that, because if you don't speak it into existence, how is it even going to come about, right? But I do want to say you're a fellow earth sign, so this is going to make really sweet connections to your sun. So really get some clarity on what you want in those areas of your life. Set some intentions. Maybe you plant the intentions literally, not just figuratively, and see those things come into time, knowing that it takes patience. Let's pull a card. The sun. Ooh, I'm not gonna show her goodies. The sun in reverse. So this is maybe you have been off of your game. Things have not been clear. You haven't felt, or maybe you're healing from some bullshit relationship. Maybe you've been feeling stagnant when it comes to your creative expression. This is saying all right, take a moment, pause, get some clarity, set some new intentions, and commit to it. Gemini and Gemini Rising, long time, long see, no see, whatever. This is your Virgo New Moon video. This is happening in your 4th house. Mutable signs have been going through it. You are one of them. Mercury retrograde, just Jupiter has been in your 1st house. Mars is in your 1st house. It's just a lot of going on. So you probably feel a little bit frazzled and just discombobulated. All good, all good. You're ruled by the same planet as Virgo. And like I said, this is 4th house stuff. So highlighting, focusing things in your home, your family, your emotional foundation, your roots, who lives with you, the people living with you, the mother, things of that nature. So this is a really sweet moon to set some intentions around grounded practicality, grounded fluidity. I know you like to go with the flow, can you set some intentions around planting roots? Maybe you're redecorating, commit to that plan. Maybe you want to gather with your family. Can you commit to that plan? Can you do something like that? Okay, so set some intentions around that area. Let's just pull this card. It was in the reverse, and then it's so funny because it's not actually funny. 10 of Cups in reverse. Something's off with the family, with the home. You're just ugh. You need to get some clarity on how to move forward with that. Hi, Cancer and Cancer Rising. It's been a long time, but this is your Virgo New Moon video. This new moon happening September 3rd is happening in your third house, the house of communication, thinking, learning, short distance travel, cars, neighbors, siblings. This is a very sweet new moon to set some intentions around new, practical, grounded ways of communicating with people, to following through on communication with people. Maybe if you've been planning a trip, this is now time to really like seal the deal, commit to the trip, commit to the plans. If you've been thinking about taking a class or teaching a class, this is time to really set some intentions around how you want to go about that. It's a sweet moon. I like it for you. Yeah, I do like it for you. Let's pull a card. There was a card that is peeking out. Sorry, where is it? I just saw it. Oh, here it is. And it's a great one. Ace of Pentacles. Sorry, the light is just really doing a lot. Ace of Pentacles, so offers coming in. So if you've been up in the air with, do I send this email? Do I start teaching? Do I take this trip for a speaking engagement? You're not really sure. You have to commit to the plan so there can be offers of money-making opportunities. Okay. Leo and Leo Rising, it is your new moon in Virgo video. It's been a while. This is happening in your second house of material possessions, values, your self-worth, financial matters, how you earn your money, how you can create more money. This is about setting some intentions around how you want to legitimately legitimately commit to a plan to make more money. If this is not about like creating more wealth, creating more money, then this also could be about really coming back into yourself. If you've been feeling less than or just not your best self, maybe the Mercury retrograde and all that just drug you through the coals and you are now just really trying to come back to yourself. So this is about creating a plan to come back to yourself, mantras, affirmations, working out, whatever you need to do to feel good, to come back to yourself, to feel like you are worthy of making that money, to solidifying that plan to increase abundance, then do it. Here is the card for you. I love to see it, Ace of Swords. So you need to either communicate to somebody about that, or this could be self-communication. Maybe you just have not been thinking you deserve that abundance, that money. Hi, Virgo and Virgo Rising. This is your new moon in Virgo video. This is happening in your first house. You know I love a Virgo the way I love a Scorpio. I'm surrounded by great ones. I just love them. I birthed one. So here's the thing. We all know a new moon in your first house is setting intentions about yourself, like yourself, your goals, your ambitions, who you want to be out in the world. And this is telling me that you need to commit to something, right? Virgo, commit, the Virgin, commit. And it needs to like be grounded. So like, yes, it can be, you're a sun sign. So like, you're an earth sign. So like, yeah, groundedness. But what Virgos tend to have trouble with is like following all the way through. You have all the ideas, ruled by Mercury, all the ideas, but can you see it all the way through? This new moon is asking you to see it all the way through. Set the intentions and see it all the way through. Let's pull a card for you. Yeah, 10 of Cups in reverse means there is things that are need to change for you to have this happiness, this fulfillment of the family, the job, the career, the just all over joy. And you're immutable, so it's been wonky for you. But what I think this is more about is coming back to your... Hi, Libra and Libra Rising. This is your Virgo New Moon video. The Virgo New Moon, September 3rd. I don't even think I've said that in all the videos, but it's whatever. This is happening in your 12th house, the house of spiritual practices, your inner work, shadow work, the house of dreams and the subconscious. It's also the house of foreign lands. So this new moon really lets me know intuitively that if you've been lackadaisy on your spiritual practices or you are running from your subconscious, your dreams, this is saying, hey, take some time to commit to a dream practice like journaling, or a new spiritually based practice where you can become grounded. So meditation, mindfulness, yoga, something that keeps you here, right? So I would say this new moon for you is more about how can you find grounded practicality in your spiritual based practices. And this doesn't necessarily mean religion. It just means, are you doing something to take time out for yourself to heal? Alrighty. Or have you been too busy? Let's pull a card for you. Let's just do that one. And Death card in reverse. So what this says to me is that not necessarily things have come to an end, but maybe things have come to an end. But I think this is you not reflecting on things that have ended, and you need to gain Scorpio Rising. This is your Virgo New Moon video. I missed you. I hope you missed me as well, because I'm a Leo Rising, and of course I hope you missed me. Anywho, this is your Virgo New Moon video. This is happening in the 11th house, the hopes, wishes, and dreams house. Now, I love y'all so much. I really want you to sit down in some grass next to a tree, do something like that where you're in grounded earth energy. Journal, write, recite some intentions around your hopes, wishes, and dreams. I need you to keep that in your brain. That's why I was like, oh, write it down, because I then need you to commit to it and then see it all the way through. Because this is a absolutely spectacular new moon for you to set intentions when it comes to your hopes, wishes, and dreams, your friendships, networks, and like you can commit to it and make it actually happen. Okay, so do that. Even if you've been feeling like you've been blocked, keep going, because look at here. The Four of Wands. One day you'll be celebrating with all of us. You can be celebrating right now as if it is so. That's what you should be doing. So I would say, like, get some people, get your friends, 11th house things, tell them, your good ones, tell them your ideas, and start a plan, because you can make it happen. Celebrate. Hi, Sagittarius and Sag Risings. This is your Virgo New Moon video happening on September 3rd. This is happening in your 10th house. I know mutable signs have been going through it. Believe me, I have big mutable placements, so I understand it. This is in your 10th house, house of career, public image, long-term goals, like your legacy, change of status, going from single to dating someone to engaged or divorced, whatever. It's a change of status, right? So it's about setting some intentions for the long term, right? It's Virgo's earth energy, but also being flexible because it's another mutable sign. But I want you to have this idea of how can we turn this fire energy into something that is grounded and energizes you, that you can do for the long term, right? It's not about denying who you are, but it's about how can we invite this other energy in so we can be the best of who we can be. So set some intentions around firing up your career or showing out in your public image in a very grounded, practical, long-term kind of way. Let's pull a card for you. I love it. The Nine of Pentacles, which is really about the business of kind of like abundance, sitting back and just watching the fruits of your labor. But it's only if you can commit to something and see it for the long haul. She's not a flighty girl. Capricorn and Capricorn Rising, it's your new moon and Virgo New Moon video. This is happening in your 9th house, the house of like broadening your horizons, higher education, travel to foreign lands, your spiritual based practices. I think if you've already been on a course of traveling, trying to bring in some new faith-based practices, I think you're already there. You've already been thinking about it. This Virgo new moon is really asking you, can you commit to that and see it for the long haul? Can you take this opportunity? Can you set some seeds of intention to really start committing to taking that trip, taking that program, start practicing that spiritual based practice, because it's already kind of like been in the background for you. And so you've already been feeling it. I think it's just time to now really set a plan into motion. Let's pull a card for you. And not this woe is me, 5 of Pentacles kind of thing. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't have like, the resources. You know exactly what to do. You know, you're Capricorn Rising. You know how to make things work for you. This mentality of like lack, like I don't have the resources. I don't have the connections. I don't have that. It's not that. It might be true, but you could also make things happen, right? Bite-sized. Hi, Aquarius and Aquarius Rising. This is your Virgo New Moon video. I'm just going to take this card. Your Virgo New Moon video. Do I like it? Oh, okay. Your Virgo New Moon video. This is happening in the 8th house, the house of shared resources, deep transformation, you know, rebirth, death, and rebirth. The Scorpio house, the Pluto house. Intimacy are all emphasized in the 8th house. This Virgo New Moon is really asking us, can we commit to being open with sharing resources with someone or really getting deeply connected to them? I know my Aquarians, I'm not even gonna say anything about that. Can we just like, can we feel grounded enough in our bodies, grounded enough in the relationship that we're having with these people to really connect on a very intimate level? If it's not about a relationship or a business partnership, this could be about you. Do you feel like you have the ability to be grounded enough to start transforming to who you really want to be, right? From that, from the caterpillar to the butterfly, can you be grounded enough, still enough, and commit to cocooning to come out on the other side? So I love this moon for you. The card that wanted to come out was, of course, Queen of Swords in reverse. So maybe you are not too sure about that. Sit with it. Hi, Pisces and Pisces Rising. I'm just going to take this card that popped out. This is your Virgo New Moon video. This Virgo New Moon is happening in your 7th house. It's in your sister sign, right? It's happening in your sister sign. Y'all are sisters. And the 7th house, as I mentioned, and you probably already know if you're watching this video, is your relationship, your partnerships, your commitments, your one-to-one relationships, be your astrologer. And this is a really good new moon to set some intentions about grounding down in your relationships, finding relationships, partnerships, one-to-one relationships. This could also be a business partnership that is grounded and rooted and practical and logical, because it just probably seems like, because all the mutable signs have been going through it, that things have been a little chaotic, a little unsettling. Saturn's in your 1st house, so maybe some of you are going through your Saturn return. This new moon is saying set some intentions around finding people who help ground you, to bring you back down to planet Earth. I think that's just good for you. I will always say it's good for you. And the card that we got is the 9 of Wands in reverse. So yeah, you've been just letting anybody and everybody into your space, and they've been driving you bonkers. It's driving you crazy. You haven't said anything. You haven't put any boundaries. Lean into the Virgo. Put some boundaries and tell those people to go to hell.